Oh, it's been a nice cool 80,000 years since I did this, and I don't even fucking know if I know how to do this. But we're gonna figure it out together. Late shift. Okay, guys. I don't know if I know how to do this shit. What is this? Okay. Oh shit. Oh. And you do this with that. Cool. I think I still remember how to do this. Okay. Okay, everybody. Welcome back. I have been like not here a lot. Like, I feel like I've been gone a lot. Summertime, it's a lot going on. Family stuff, fitness, relationships. It's a lot. It's a lot. I had canceled the PlayStation Legion news and updates. Something wrong with the lights. I canceled the one second. What the fuck is going on with the light? Shit. I don't even need the lights on. I'm gonna put this light on. Put this shit on here. And do it like that. Okay. What's going on? Great. That looks a little bit better. Okay. Quick shout out for the people in the chat, and I'm gonna give your status out too. So if you're a member, mod, stuff like that. I've been gone for a while, and this is like a surprise red alert, but it is definitely not one. Tuesday we should have had a red alert, but the information came down so late. I was tired a little bit, and I was just like, we didn't have amount of news. I'm just not feeling that we're having enough news to even gather a stream, even though we do. And it's just the timing is off. The way the information is coming out is so different this summer in the gaming industry. So if I would have just held on like 20 minutes, I would have received the red alert and we would have just went live. But it was already late. Yeah, I know. I don't know why it looks that fuzzy. I don't know why it looks that fuzzy. Maybe because I cut off the lights a little bit. I don't know. I'll turn this stuff up. But it's a webcam it's a webcam camera for this laptop. And I don't want to do another upgrade, but I might end up doing another upgrade. So just know the next upgrade may be happening fairly soon. And it's going to be fairly significant. Because I'm not gonna not. Yeah, fuck that shit. Okay. You guys can see me. I can see you. Let's get started. This is the PlayStation Legion Red Alert. Most of the information is scrolling down the bottom. We do have a good amount of topics to cover. Take this Red Alert as a major high priority Red Alert. Let's get started. We're gonna start with the shout outs in the chat, and then we're gonna run on over to our major topic. Briarios is the first person in the chat, as always. He is a mod and a member. He says Xbox done bad. Yes, it has. The Uncompetitive is also in the chat. He's a mod and a member. Vegan VR King is in the chat. He's a mod and a member. Ice. What the fuck? Ice Cream Darkness wins. Oh, okay. Darkness is back. He's a mod in the chat. Mass Produce is a mod. We have Gamer86. He's in the chat. Cooper Clips is in the chat. He is a mod as well. Who else we have? VidKid96 is also in the chat. He is a mod. Monte White is also in the chat. He's a mod. Devontae Carter is a member. What's going on, Devontae? Scrolling down. Some sort of resistance. They don't want me to scroll down. Why not? I think we're all set. What's up, BMO Careful? How you doing, man? You are also in the chat. You're a mod and a member. And Lucci Sky is in the chat. Reminding everybody to hit that like button. I know we have not been having like the most concrete schedule when it comes to this summer, but vacationing, working out, relationships, family stuff, you know, it's a lot. But I'm still here, and I wanted to check in with you guys. So we're doing that with a red alert because piling up everything. Just want to let you guys know I'm an official member of the L Society. I collected amount of L's on behalf of the Xbox community. I've been a gold member of the L Society. So just want to let you guys know I've saved a lot of these Xbox. You know, taking a lot of L's for these fuckers. Let's break it down. I know that Sick Humor, Thrash, Japari, Persona, J-Dub, Porter Rock. We have a lot of PlayStation gamers in our community. We all knew this was going to happen. We continued to tell Xbox community members that this was going to happen. They didn't want to listen, but we kept telling them this shit was going to happen. The acquisition of Activision was too great for them not to increase the price. The announcement and confirmation that Call of Duty would be included into Game Pass day and date was too big of a value for them not to increase the price. These things were going to always happen. So now it has happened, and Xbox fans are in a state of civil war. But this isn't like it's the first time. Every type of these crises, external crisis, the internal crisis in the Xbox community or the Xbox leadership, they go at each other's necks. I mean, we're just sitting back laughing, saying, "I told you so." But when you dive into the Xbox community, you check in on the state of the Xbox fanboy community. A lot of them don't like this. There's very few of them that are saying this is good or I'm going to hold the line. This isn't good. This isn't good. I got to find my phone. Oh, my phone's behind me. Great. That was lucky. I normally never fucking do that. I know one thing. I don't know what my fucking remote is. I would love to find that though. Give me a second. I'm just looking for my remote. It's somewhere around here. I might be lucky enough to find it on the first. Oh, no. Okay. No. Alright. Fuck. Fucking shit. It's gotta be around here somewhere. Guys, I gotta find this fucking remote. Give me a second. Ah, that sneaky fuck was underneath the covers. That makes sense. I didn't see that shit. Back to it. Yeah, it's a I told you so. It's not. I don't want it to be a I told you so celebration, but because it's so boring. Let's be honest. Like, you know, I saw to a degree Jabari. Either it was Jabari or Persona said something about the console wars boring. I don't think it would be boring. It's predictable. In a way, some of the events that continue to unfold, where like the PlayStation community, myself and many other members in our community, we'll say, "Hey, this is about to happen, or this is going to happen. You know, you guys are celebrating now, but you're not gonna celebrate later." I mean, we're now in the later. The 2 years later, this is what's going on. This is the later part. And it's in our favor. We're correct. You know, this is what happens. A company spends $70 billion right after they spend $7 billion. You think things aren't going to rise? Everybody else rolls their prices on their subscription. Why wouldn't Microsoft rise the subscription price of Game Pass right after announcing that Call of Duty was going to be there? And then raising the price right before Call of Duty releases. You guys can help me out and point them out. I think that maybe somebody on our panel even said that they highly doubted Microsoft would do something so evil to raise the price of Game Pass after putting Call of Duty or before putting Call of Duty on there, or before Call of Duty released. They just thought it was inconceivable that Microsoft would do something like this. They fucking did it. They did it at night, bro. That's why we didn't have a red alert on Tuesday, because if this information would have broken the fucking morning, it would have been a shit show everywhere. They did it in the dead of night, and it wasn't even a real confirmation. The confirmation came from somebody checking their emails and finding out that they were raising the price in Canada, thus raising the price in every territory, which was not an official statement by Microsoft until later after they got caught, which is normally the case. Yeah, they had another wave of layoffs as well. I know we didn't cover that yet, but yeah, they had another wave of layoffs. Let's get some let's get some visuals up real quick. So, if you guys haven't heard, Sony has made has done a partnership with the creators of what's the name of this shit called? They did a partnership with the creators of Power World. So basically, what that means. Oh, I'll be watching this. Love me some hot ones. So yeah, they partnering up with the Power World people, and helping them produce higher quality stuff. And all I'm gonna say, I know I'm saving a lot of stuff. I'm a YouTuber now. I mean, I've already been a YouTuber, but I'm a viewer too. Oh fuck! I gotta watch this interview. God, fucking up. Anybody else does the shit and then ends up forgetting to watch the shit they put away to watch later? It's crazy. Back to it. As of right now, Sony is like taking a big victory lap. They partnered up with the people that do Power World. They're making some sort of a partnership with them, which will ultimately end with Power World being on PlayStation. Power World's been a little dead when it comes to popularity for a while, so it doesn't really matter. It's still going to be a feather in Sony's cap. It's still going to be a reason for PlayStation gamers to go online and tease the shit out of Xbox fans. However, yeah, it does seem like it's going to happen. Like, PlayStation's smart enough to do that. I want to confirm also that the Concord beta, which is coming out tomorrow, I thought it was today, but you pre-download it today. What I'm hearing online is that if you have PlayStation Plus, you will be able to play the beta this weekend anyway, even if you don't, even if you did not subscribe to, even if you did not pre-order the game, you're gonna be able to have access if you have PlayStation Plus this weekend. That's what I'm hearing online. I don't know, where that confirmation came from, but it is a concrete confirmation. It's not a rumor. I heard it from a definitely reliable source. And you know me, I'm cautious as fuck, so I'm definitely not gonna tell you shit that it isn't happening. If anything changes with that information, I'll be the first to let you know. But as it stands right now, it looks like they're going to try to get more people on the beta. Maybe enough people didn't pre-order for the early access this weekend.
So if you have PlayStation Plus membership, they're going to allow that to happen. And then I think the open beta for people that don't have Plus maybe is going to be on between July 18th and the 21st. So yeah, there's that. So I believe the open beta is at the end of next week through the weekend, and then the early access beta is during this weekend. So tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. We've moved the PlayStation Legion game night to tomorrow, same time that we were going to do tonight, which was at 6:30 p.m. And then we may have a game cast featuring Concord. So we're going to do that. And we will be back with the Sunday show this Sunday. If anything changes, I'll let you know. But it does look like we're going to be back with the Sunday show this weekend. So, yeah, Concord coming out. That's always good. You know, like PlayStation is definitely doing really good. They got some good games for us to play. We got, you know, ZZZ, which is a PlayStation console exclusive. You also have, you know, a lot of other games. I wanted to check this out. I heard a big deal with this, and I'm a big Double Dragon fan. I wanted them to bring the one that they put on PS3, but I'm gonna see what this one looks like because it looks like a reboot. It's called Double Dragon Revive, and it looks good. It looks good for somebody to watch the Double Dragon movie and everything. Is a big fan of Double Dragon. I always wonder, like, you know, why we don't get enough of them. Why they don't? What's the budget like? So it's good that they're having a reboot, and it seems to look good. So I'll take a look at this real quick. Oh yeah, look at that classic shit. That's classic Double Dragon. Whoa! Oh fuck! Oh shit! Oh, that looks dope. Oh, I like this. You know what? They should make a Double Dragon anime. I'd watch that. I think everybody would. I thought one had like black hair and the other one had blonde hair. So now like one has blonde hair, the other one has brown. But the brown almost looks blonde, so I kind of wish they would just keep one with black hair and the other one with blonde. It's a reboot. It's not a remake, it's a reboot, so maybe that's why. Outfits not too bad. I think I remember them being more on the karate side, so I thought they had guys. Somebody will correct me. I don't know, man. It looks good. Ukes is in it, and Arc Systems is in it. I love Ukes when it comes to like wrestling and stuff like that. Them using Unreal Engine, that's also a plus. So it looks solid. It doesn't seem like the best reboot I've ever seen or anything, but I'm happy it's back. We haven't seen Double Dragon in a long time, so I'm fucking down. It's a day one, solid day one for me, especially if it has online 2-player co-op. Like, why not? Yeah, fuck. Vita Grego, what's going on, man? Let's see, Deathbound. I'm just browsing here, see if I missed anything. Cause I highly doubt I did. Rescue Squad. Okay, no, I'm good on that. Good on that. Good on that. Good on that. I also want to give you guys more of my thoughts. I want to give you guys more of my thoughts on First Descendant. First, let me watch the Spider-Man trailer because we already know this shit was gonna be. They're gonna hype up the fact that Spider-Man's in here because, you know, Spider-Man is like synonymous with Sony and shit. That I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, that version of Spider-Man looks fucking tough. It looks tough. It's different. Definitely different. Definitely different. But I fucks with it. I like it.
Spider-Man over here.
Somebody, I saw a video. They said the climbing and the swinging is is actually really good with this Spider-Man. They have Spider-Punk outfits already, and I don't think they have Black Suit Spider-Man, but they have a Spider suit that has some Venom Black on it. Oh, look at that! Spider-Man with a bag on his head. I've seen that one.
Hey, sorry, team.
Okay.
No bad guys left.
Fucking Peter Parker, bro. This is so fucking fast. I can't even pause. I know how to do that shit better. I still don't do the old shit.
Hey, sorry, team. There's no bad guys left.
Look at that. That's tough. That's Spider-Man. That's tough. Jay, get that trophies list up, man. I'm just chilling out, you know. I'm not here trying to impress nobody. I've got a shitload of trophies over all the time I've been gaming. You know, I get some trophies, I'm not trying to impress nobody. Everybody know, you know, doing a lot this summer. Gaming takes a back seat. YouTube is taking a back seat as well. So, you know, when I get to a game, I get to a game. I'm not stressing about that shit. Liking the suit. Loving the spider symbol. Definitely very exotic and abstract. That's the word I'm looking for. Semblance of futurism. Futuristic. But then very classic when it comes to the head. So, it's Spider-Man. It's definitely Spider-Man. I don't know if this is gonna be my like go-to like game like this, but I'm very excited to play this. You know, Venom's in there, Magneto's in there, Storm, Scarlet Witch. I mean, they got a good cast of, you know, Marvel characters, and I love the art style. It's like anime with Marvel characters, and it's fucking dope. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy that this type of Marvel game exists with all the other woke stuff that was going on with Marvel. I think they're gonna take a, you know, back seat going forward, but yeah. I don't know anybody that's making a fuss about me and my trophies. I mean, if they are, you can point them out. I've known over the years that anybody that's talked about my trophies, they don't play games themselves, or they don't have a high amount of trophies. So I'm good where I'm at. I'm not stressing. I never got on YouTube to be like the most popular or the best fucking gamer out there with the highest trophies. No. You guys know I play games. You know you can trust me for reviews and impressions and stuff like that, and I'm content with that. We're good on that. I got real life shit going on. I'm not here to impress anybody. Okay, you guys not paying the bills and y'all not taking care of my family. I'm sorry. Respectfully, I don't care what you think about my trophies and how many I'm getting lately and how many I'm not getting. Don't care. Don't care. Outside of gaming, life is very important. Vitter, enough with the trolling, man. If you don't know their name, don't worry about it. I'm not here to like run through YouTube and see who's talking about me. I'm done all that. Individuals that want to get attention, if I haven't seen them, they ain't big enough for me to talk about or go look at. So we good. Yeah. We good. You the first person saying recently anybody talking about my trophies. So I already know whoever talking about that shit don't play games. I play more games in my entire fucking life than anybody talking about my shit right now. That's a fact. I fucking paid my dues. I put my hours in. I got some of the fucking best fucking platinums some of my favorite fucking games. I'm good. Exactly. If I was to get some more, if there was more incentive for trophies, like even more incentives, that would be fucking dope. But let me go look at my trophies right now. I got 90 plats, 600 golds, 1,400 silver, 6,000 bronze. I'm good. I'm at trophy level. I'm at trophy level 150. That shit is fucking good. I don't give a fuck what you're looking at. Whoever talking shit, Vitter, point them out. Say their name. I'm not going to run around YouTube to find whoever you're talking about. Whoever you're talking about, you should be able to say their name. If you can't say their name, don't bring them up. Don't bring up what they said about me. If you can't say their name, don't say shit about them or what they said about me. It does not matter. I need names. We're all grown-ass adults. You don't need to protect anybody's identity. Say their name. Okay, Lucci Sky. Lucci, are you talking about Stellar Blade going public and making $320 million? Because I saw that. Other than that, hopefully it's something else. But I did see that. Oh, that's 3 billion United States. Shift Up ended trading at 4.1 trillion won, which is equivalent to 3 billion United States dollars. Market capitalization making it worth as much as Koei Tecmo on the back of just 2 games released so far, according to the industry analyst. Damn. Motherfuckers already passed Koei Tecmo. What the fuck? Interesting. That's interesting. I'm at the last fucking part of Stellar Blade. I took a fucking long ass break from that game for no reason. I have absolutely no fucking justification to take a fucking break other than I don't want to beat the game. I just don't want to beat the game. It's not like it's difficult or anything. I don't want the shit to end. Look at my trophies for this shit. It's like I put in work, bro. The game ain't too difficult or shit. I put in work. I just don't want that shit to end, man. Cause who knows when the fuck we're gonna get another fucking game from these guys and when. Like I don't want that shit to end. But I'll have to bite the bullet and do it. Get it out the way. I'm on the last level. And the last collectibles are in that last level to get some of these trophies out the way. But yeah, I'm gonna do it. I got it. And I retweeted on my page. Yeah, Stellar Blade developer Shift Up has achieved South Korea's largest initial public offering IPO for a video game company in 3 years, raising over $300 million. Yep. Yeah, I knew about that one. And then Shift Up, with a historic of 3 games released, is worth as much as Koei Tecmo, which has developed and published over 1,000 games. Which is interesting because Koei Tecmo made 1,000 games and Shift Up has only made 2 or 3 games. So, hey man, it is what it is, man. Good shit. PlayStation should have tried to acquire them before they went public. And hopefully they have some sort of stock in Shift Up already. If not, that's a major L on Sony's part. Somebody hit me up in the DMs on Twitter. He said, "Yo, dog, you think Concord already a flop? That shit is not making me get the urge to get it. But I'm curious on your take on this, though. Let me know, brother." Oh, shit. I'm doing a live stream tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I will be playing the early access beta. So you can get my live impressions on how I feel about the game tomorrow. I know you guys understand that I will tell you guys the truth, but it's if you ask me how I feel about a game based on how other people feel about a game, sometimes I can give you those impressions. But when I have access to the early access beta, there's no point in me trying to like give you some sort of impression that's just unfair. It's best for me to play the game tomorrow and let you guys know how I feel about it. Okay? I have not pre-ordered Concord. Concord was a day one. There were some things when it came to Sweet Baby Inc. and woke stuff that I just can't support. It would be wrong for me to support this game and skip other woke games that are third party. I would look like a complete hypocrite. So I'm not going to do that. This game has not gotten my money yet. And the game is going to have to outshine all the woke shit. And that might be tough. As much as I want and been talking to everybody about supporting multiplayer titles, Concord may not be that one. So that's where I stand right now. But I'm going to go play the early access beta tomorrow, and we'll see what's going on. 17 hours until this shit goes live. So we'll see. What the fuck is going on in the chat? Oh, good, Quest. I didn't know I could buy the shares, bro. How much is their shares going for? I would love to buy. I wish I would have knew to buy, bro. Fuck! Pretty pissed off now. Because I didn't know. It was public, but I didn't know how to buy that shit. Oh, Quest, I could do 2 playthroughs. As soon as I finish that last part, I got so much experience bottled up that once I get to the new game plus, I can go get all that new shit. So I'm good. Monte White, you say I prefer that MBG don't play games but always have a lot to say. Exactly. I mean, and that's just my style. Like, so I would love for somebody to say I don't play my games, because I have an entire YouTube channel and thousands of live streams and videos where you see me playing games, even shorts where you see me playing games. So it's never a question if your boy JTech plays games, let alone shows you he playing games, whether I'm fucking up or I'm playing like a fucking pro. You know, one thing you're gonna see over here is me playing these games. I'm gonna be playing one of these motherfuckers today. I just don't know what the fuck I'm playing. It's definitely not this. I have not played Helldivers in a long time. And I know I updated. This game got a recent update. Let me make sure if everything's updated, just for the sake of it. I want to play more of the Zenless Zero. I played just the intro part. I feel like I didn't play enough. Oh, First Descent got a new update. That makes sense. I know one of these games will get a new update. The Japanese government said they might ban it. Tech, you see, they might delay the Assassin's Creed. No, I did not see that. Send me the link. I'm on my Twitter DM. Send me all the information. I didn't see that. I've been at work all day. There's a lot of things falling through the cracks over here, man. I'm not up on all the gaming news like I used to be because of work and other stuff taking over my life now. Nikki does about 250 million in revenue every 6 months. If they hit 300 million plus, the shares can reach $70. Okay. Quest 444. How? What apps or whatever do you use for like buying shares and stuff? Because I'm trying to get into that shit right now. Like for real, right now. I'm trying to do more when it comes to like investing and trading. So you can hit me up either on Twitter, PSN, DMs, Discord DMs, any of that shit. Y'all got my info, so hit me up on that. If you hit me up on Instagram, hit me up on the fitness Instagram for right now, which is JayTV Fitness. Yeah, no, but what's the best app to use? I don't want to have like a shitload of fucking apps. I'm using it like, yeah, I just want the app. If anybody knows the fucking trading app, the one that has access to more of these companies that I can invest in, let me know. Because I'm trying to do Sony, Microsoft, Apple. That's right there. Now I want to invest in those. I want to put at least fucking 200 in each one of them. 200 shares. $200 shares. And I want to do that shit maybe by the end of the night. If I can get a fucking link, I'll get a name of the app. Yeah. Hit me up with that info when you can. I'm gonna just hop on Helldivers real quick. Just on a casual play. I haven't been on this shit in a while. I feel like I haven't played a lot of games in a while. It's just been very busy for me this summer. Ubisoft just apologized for misusing a Japanese flag wrongly. That's it. Ah, man. Robinhood. Truity said he used Robinhood too. Well, thanks. I'll be downloading that real quick. But I already think I had a Robinhood account. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, because yeah, they said they're not going to be doing a lot more of these warbounds, so at least I got all of this shit out the way. And they just stock me full. Go. Knocked out. Okay, so I gotta have the knife. I have to have the fucking knife. I gotta have the fucking knife, bro. I have to have the knife. Ah, shit. I purchased something that I fucking didn't want. No, I mean, I got it. I did get everything. I don't really care about that banner. I care about this. I want to get this. I want to get this. Okay. That's not bad. My dude's still looking like a fucking boss from last time. This is a good warbound. I don't care what nobody says. This shit was fucking fire. Okay. Cool. Well, I'll be yeah, the green leaf at Robinhood. That's it. Yeah, okay. Cool. Cool. Okay. Robinhood. Cool. I got you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I'm I'm a quick play. I'm gonna join somebody game. See if I still got it. Quite possibly I might not. Might play like shit. Probably won't. Okay, let me ready up with all the shit that's just gonna make everything go boom. Put that ammo box on. Super Earth needs to get invaded. That'll be crazy, fighting through a destruction of cities, neighborhoods, etc. Exactly. I want that. I'm waiting for that. Uncompetitive, Jay, are you discussing the Red Alert topic? Yes, we are gonna discuss it. Let me just play this little session real quick, cause I feel like I haven't spent enough time on Helldivers at all. I haven't spent enough time playing like any games for a while. Oh shit! Uh oh. I still got it. I don't know why I doubted myself, because I was just playing First Ascendant and I've been shooting the shit out of stuff on there, so I don't know why I would doubt myself. I was on that shit too, in that and Dragon Quest. I just need a little bit palate cleanser from Stellar Blade. It's not that like it was boring or anything. It just I felt like I was moving a little bit too fast and I was about to come at the end. Oh shit! What happened? Oh fuck! Okay, buddy. Damn, I keep forgetting about friendly fire. Yes, uncompetitive, we're going to talk about that. I'm going to open the chat and you can get in and we can talk only about that if you're available. But we are definitely about to talk about that. I just want to make sure. Bro. Forgot you can go in first person. Really need a first person mandatory mode, first person option mode. I really need that. Okay, let's see what he's doing. He's doing stuff like that. He's doing stuff like that.
Tagging map, east, 200 meters.
What the fuck is this shit? Goodness. What is this shit? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think I threw it much farther. Yeah, I think I did pretty damn good. Oh yeah, my barrage is going crazy over there. And he threw an extra one. I don't know why. He didn't need to throw anything else. We were fucking good, bro. They be going crazy on Helldivers even now. Like people do too much. That's why they're always killing people. No, me. I knock shit out, bro. I carry this specific loadout to just get shit done quick. You think you gonna kill me? I ain't gonna happen, buddy. Oh shit. Oh. I'm getting lit the fuck up over here. Who the fuck is shooting at me, man? I feel like he might have been shooting at me. Oh, never mind. It's a dude in the trenches. Gotta get some samples. Ah, we're good.
Tagging map. Southwest. 100 meters.
Wrong way. Man, Series S plus 1 year Lane Pass Ultimate equals PS5 Disc Edition, and you don't any games.
Requesting orbit.
Pin the fuck down over here. Pin the fuck down over here.
Requesting orbital strike.
Pin the fuck down here. Get all that shit out the way. Yeah, get that. Yeah, knock all that shit out the way, bro. There you go. Oh, that laser is something powerful, huh? Oh yeah, get all of them out of here. Kill all of them. Yeah, everybody on this fucking hill. Everybody on this fucking hill dead. How you like that? Trying to kill me and shit. I'm the king of this shit. Everything the light touches belongs to Game Pass. And the light ain't touching shit because it's fucking cloudy as shit. What's next? Let me go knock this shit out.
Dropping a pin. North.
I don't
300
really
meters.
care what he do. He seemed like he's a hazard to himself. Up here killing somebody that's doing all this. Monte White, someone else had to apologize for having the Union Jack UK flag hung upside down and didn't even know it had a right way up. Yeah, I mean, as much research Ubisoft does, for them to get something wrong like that is still pretty fucking crazy. You ask me. Okay, I'm gonna throw my fucking something over there. Oh, okay, he's dead. I was like, why am I not dying? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Orbital inbound.
Okay, let me get this dude up.
Stand clear. Reinforcing. Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched. Ready to liberate. Requesting air support.
You're a weak ass motherfucking.
Requesting air support.
Ah, damn, that shit was weak as fuck.
Dropship.
Dead. That one's dead. Oh shit! That bomb hit right over there. Should have took that shit out too. No, I didn't want to do that.
Tagging map. West. 100 meters.
Next. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Got it.
Sending in an eagle.
You fucking asshole! Why do you keep doing that? Your shit is not fucking doing anything to these fucking buildings. You up here trying to be flashy and your fucking shit stinks, man.
Northwest. 200 meters.
Good. He's using like basically fucking an airstrike on the building, and it's not what you need to take the building out. He's just wasting his own fucking airstrikes. I only got one more health. I'm gonna do as much as I can do to help him before I eventually end up dying. Let me see what the rail cannon can do for me. 'Cause I would love it just to take that shit out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it fly.
Calling in orbital strike.
Orbital strike incoming.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, I did it.
Requesting orbital.
Engaging orbital laser.
Yeah, knock all that shit out, please.
Launching orbital strike.
What is he doing, bro?
Tagging map north, 100 meters. Requesting air support.
Damn. Communication is definitely key. Look at what he's doing though. He thinks he's doing something, but he's doing absolutely nothing.
Super Earth's finest back in action.
Yeah.
There we go, buddy. That's how you do it. Knock the mission out. Damn. Damn, when you look at that fucking water. I ain't gonna lie, that's some damn good water. Wow. That motherfucking look good. Goodness. Damn, did they like enhance the water graphics on this game? Cause this shit looks fucking good. God damn, when you look at that fucking water, man. Damn!
Dropping a pin. Southeast,
That is some good ass water. Wow. Gotta save that shit. Back to it. Damn, that's some good water. Wow. It's a random, like a random generated water. That looks really good. Let's see. Drop it Eagle.
Requesting air support. Drop ship.
I want to get up out of here. This dude don't understand who I am and what I do, bro. I'm knocking shit out. We don't got no time to play no fucking games. Let's knock this shit the fuck out. Look at that fucking water. God, look at this fucking water.
Orbital inbound.
Firing orbital barrage. Clearing
Sending in
area.
an eagle.
Keep liberty.
Requesting orbital strike.
Orbital strike.
That's what we're talking about. Chaos on the high level. Get all that shit out of there. Kill everybody. All the motherfuckers about to die anyway. Look at that motherfucking chaos over there. That nigga lagging too. Uh-oh, you're getting surrounded. Oh shit. Oh, what? Oh shit. Uh-oh, time to get the fuck out of here. I can't see shit. He popping smoke and shit. I can't even see nothing. Fuck out of here, bitch. Okay, man. Stop fucking hitting me.
Say hello to democracy.
Let me call down supplies, because I actually...
Calling down
It
supplies.
would be nice to have some supplies right now. much time we got for this mission? 24 minutes. We still doing that. Okay, what are we looking for? What are we looking for in this map? No more reds? Yes, we actually do.
Tagging map.
All the way
Southeast.
down there.
Far.
I'll be going to get that shit. Knock him out for me. How this motherfucker gonna let me do all this fucking work?
Mag's empty.
Fuck!
Mag's empty.
Fuck it. I'm going for the mission. He's a fucking hindrance. Damn! It's only one other motherfucker join your fucking game. You can't support this dude worth shit. This dude comes in and fucking knocks it out, and you up here just not doing anything. I can't understand that shit. Let me get that last fucking shit out of the way, man, because he's not out. He's not fucking helping at all. He thinks he's helping. He's not fucking helping. I don't even know what level he's on. I wish I did though. I would really love to know what level rank he is. I mean, I took a big ass, long vacation away from this damn game. You're not even gonna lie about that shit. But yeah. Oh.
Sweet.
I'm getting shitted on.
Found something.
Bob and weave, Jay. Oh, wow, what the fuck?
Freedom never sleeps. Thought outpost.
Fuck! Waste of. Yeah, he looks like he just started. I'm looking at his armor. It looked like he just started. Yeah, he got like the early battle pass armor on. He doesn't know what he's doing. Oh shit! Surprised nobody else joined this game. I know it might not be a lot of people on the Helldivers these days, but I'm pretty sure it's enough people on Helldivers to join this fucking game.
Point me to the enemy.
Let me go back down there and get my fucking
Dropping a
shit.
pin. South, 100
And
meters.
then we can leave or do an extra mission. But it ain't no fucking way. Ah! 5, 4.
Calling in reinforcements. Drop ships.
Come on, Jay, you got this. Keep it moving, keep it moving.
Request approved. Reinforcements on the way.
Requesting orbital.
Ah, fuck.
Requesting air support. Orbital inbound.
Down with y'all. What are we looking at now? Fuck.
Injury? What injury? Reloading.
Nope, bitch. You trying to call for help? Not today.
Found something.
You got some medals. Okay.
Tagging map. North, 200 meters.
I'm gonna call for the extraction. There's no point of wasting my time with
Taking
him.
map.
He's
North,
not gonna try to
200
do
meters.
these other 2 fucking missions, and we're running out of time. I mean, I would love to do some more missions with him, but no, it's just I think he's way too fucking new for me to give a fuck. Yeah. If it was if we had like a team of 3 or 4 people, I would definitely complete all the tasks on the map. But he's not. You know, I know my mic's not on and everything, but he's just not. You know, I don't think it'd be like, nope, not worth it.
Extraction request confirmed. Shuttle inbound.
Calling down a sentry.
What's going on with Xbox in Europe? We covered that yet? What? I don't know. So you gotta have to fill me in. I'm hearing. I think I'm hearing reports about maybe Xbox being discontinued in the European region. That's all I know. I don't know if there's any truth to that, but I'm hearing that. Uncompetitive. Don't buy the game XO1. It's trash. I've never heard of that game. Random, but is the PlayStation Portal outselling the Xbox console? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. I definitely can get the Portal. I'm not sure if I should. I mean, me personally, like I'd be going on vacation and shit, but not enough. I would probably want to go get a fucking Vita right now. I don't know what about it, but seeing Helldivers in motherfucking first-person view is just so fucking beautiful. Okay, you little fucking bitch. Do that again. Do it again.
New mag.
Pelican 1 approaching pickup.
Fuck!
This is Pelican 1 preparing for touchdown. Countdown initiated. Stand by for takeoff.
Oh. I didn't know the fucking jet was here.
Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Well, you didn't get to do everything, but I think we got to do enough. I want to get the Portal, but as a handheld gamer from back in the day, I personally don't see a reason for me to get it. I don't want to be streaming. I don't know. I don't know. And I'm not a big fan of the design or anything. We only got 1 star. Oh, that makes sense. We can get all the other shit out the way. Yep. Thanks for absolutely nothing. What level was he? Fucking 10. He's level fucking 10. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, he was level 9 before that. Yeah, that makes sense for him to play that way. Well, at least I could help him get some experience for him to get to 10, so it ain't that bad.
A lot of dead bots down there. Good job.
Okay. Yeah, did he kick me already? Yeah, he kicked me. Unless he left. No, I got kicked. Yeah, I don't even care. Is my dude like actually chocolate black this time? Yeah, he's actually black this time. That's fucking awesome. Helldivers. Woo! Took the world by storm. Now, a lot of people don't play it no more. I'm more hyped for Madden 25 than NCAA football 25. Concord early access beta. Let's go. Yes. I'm just gonna put this here. It's pre-downloaded, but you can't play it. So, you know, they're giving us a countdown. So I'm excited as much as you are, but I would rather play it instead of waiting. So it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, I understand. Me personally, I have, you know, access to my own TV, so I don't need a portal to let somebody else use my TV or something. But I would understand it more if I am planning on traveling more this year. Then I think I might pick one up this month. So yeah, there's that. And I might just pick one up just to pick one up. But I'm definitely gonna get like some grips and shit. I don't know. Okay. So let's talk about the Game Pass increase. And let's see if we can find a nice cool YouTuber or whatever to kind of go off when it comes to this. Game Pass price increase. The price of Xbox Game Pass goes up. Desmond talks about it. And no, it's not $17.99. It's actually fucking $20.99. Fucking dumbasses. Just on all of this drama with the price increase. First of all, we all knew this shit was gonna happen, right? Like, no one's gonna sit up here and pretend like it wasn't gonna happen. You're not gonna add Call of Duty into your subscription day one, eat all of that cost, and not raise the price, bro. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, the portal is definitely good. GameFly is the best deal in town. $17.99 all you want, including day one releases, and keep whatever you like for cheap. Yeah, GameFly definitely is underrated. I hear a lot of real gamers talk to me about GameFly and how good that is for physical. After playing God of War 1, 2, and 3 over again, I will say the new version is better. I love the new version of God of War, man. Like, damn, the tone and everything is just so fucking awesome. Monte White, you said, and post up caps for every damn thing. He got too much gray hairs to be acting like that. Yeah, man, these guys are pretty much done when it comes to like this console or stuff. Like they're all in. There's no change in these guys. Harlem PS Gamer, you said you're playing Heavily Sword for the first time. Yeah, that's awesome. I really hope these rumors of PS3 emulation for PlayStation 5 are actually true. I don't think they are, because they're the same rumors we've been paying attention to for a good amount of years now. But I hope it's true, because there's so many great PS3 games that I hope a lot of you guys get to experience. You're gonna be on the beach with your portal. Yeah, I mean, we'll see it, man. I mean, I'm gonna see how that shit works, the portal. But I'm just not sold on it. I would rather just get a Vita, load up some fucking old games, and just play that shit. That's just me. I like having a dedicated handheld. That's the age I came from. It's so crazy. The craziest thing about this is that they said they weren't gonna update. They weren't gonna raise the price. I gotta go do something real quick. I'll be right back. But yeah, they said they weren't gonna raise the price, and then they fucking did. See, Dreamcast guy covered a year ago, which is basically 2 years ago. He covered that Xbox is getting a price increase with Game Pass. This was a year ago. So they've done multiple Game Pass price increases during this generation, which is their worst generation. It's been confirmed from the MPD, from what is it? Matt Patakis, yeah. Matt Piscatella. That's his real name. But Matt Piscatella, he said that Xbox Series X and S are selling less than, I believe they said, the 360 and the original Xbox. I think that's... Oh, no. It's selling less than the Xbox 360 and the Xbox One. Yeah, there you go. So it's like their worst console generation ever. So them raising prices for Game Pass is not good. Xbox Ready 1 month ago talked about increasing Game Pass. I don't think Game Pass was ever $19.99. It is now $19.99. So maybe they knew something that we didn't know. But with like just saying all of this shit right here, bro, like this is, it's music to a PlayStation gamer's to my ears, right? On a console war, like going back and forth teasing them shit. But it is interesting that they did not believe for one moment that this was going to happen. That's what's so crazy about this. They did not believe this could happen. Oh, Prince G, that's awesome, bro. 2 OLED Vitas. Ah, that's dope. Vita was definitely underrated then, is underrated now. Microsoft has no clout or respect. True. But yeah, the fanboys are the ones that are really the worst enemy of Xbox and Microsoft. I don't think it's Microsoft and Xbox. It's the fans. The fans are not speaking up. They should have been spoke up against the first couple price increases for Game Pass, and they didn't. And then they kept wanting. They kept wanting. Yeah, sorry guys, I got a text message. Yeah, they kept wanting Microsoft to acquire more studios. They didn't understand how bad it was gonna be. One second. Okay, I'm back. Let me get this off the screen. Oh. Oh. Uncompetitive, I'm not sure if you're still awake or anything, but I'm gonna hop in the chat. Oh, you are. You are there. Okay. What's going on, uncompetitive? Oh boy. Yeah, back to it. Yeah, Game Pass price increase, $20 a month. Not good. I think what we saw was 22. From what I saw from the email, was $22 a month and 99 cents. And that email was directed to somebody from Canada.
Yes.
So,
hello?
yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm here.
So let's talk about the price increase.
Well, I did predict it.
We all did. We
So
all
this
predicted, and we predicted $20 exactly.
I predicted 1999, and this was like a year ago. But the other thing I did is I said that they'd simplify the tiers and they'd make it so that the one that is like $9.99 would be $6.99. And you might say, well, why the hell would they do that? And my theory is they'd make it so that the free-to-play games required it. And the only way they could persuade people, or a majority of people, to say, oh, fuck it, I'll pay for Fortnite, to stay online playing Fortnite, when you don't have to right at the moment, because it's, free-to-play, would be if they lowered the cost. So it would be more people in the service to get online multiplayer for $6.99 a month. And then you get Minecraft and Apex Legends and all of those things, you see. So that was my theory. And what they ended up doing is they kept it, but they ended up adding all these other tiers. So it's like got 5 tiers or something now, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And it's got really complicated. It's got the PC one, it's got the one for the console, it's got one whether you are a long-term subscriber, one where you're a new subscriber. It's got really complicated. And people have like made up tables with tick marks of like all the things, all the benefits you get, and it will say like, oh well, there's a version of it which is a bit cheaper than the ultimate one, and in that you don't get day one games. And after I looked into this, I thought, well, okay, let's break it down. Xbox Game Pass, it's no longer pass because that means access, right? So you don't get access in all the tiers, because if you did, you get day one in all the tiers. Then you don't get games because it's like 500 plus games when you subscribe to Game Pass Ultimate, but when you get some of the other ones, you don't get anywhere close to that many. It's like 25 games. So that varies. And then you have Xbox. And we now have this thing like, well, are they doing Xboxes anymore? Well, they're doing the cloud, they're doing Samsung TV, they're doing, any screen, says Sarah Bond. They're very coy about talking about the word console in their business update with Tina Ramini a few months back, right? So it's like they're steering away from talking about the Xbox console, and they have Amazon Fire Stick now. So it seems as if, they like still sticking to cloud, and you just have to wonder, are they going to kill the Xbox? Are they going to kill Game Pass? Because the final thing I want to say on this is that if you really look into all the fine print, they have talked about, and you might not have picked up on this, this is quite significant. They said that they were going to make it so you couldn't stack things anymore. Now, the way you used to in the past be able to say, right, I'd like 3 years worth of Game Pass Ultimate and I'm going to stack it, and that way I'm good to go, right? You can only do it for 13 months. That's the maximum. And that will kick in September. So you've got between now and September to stack it for 3 years, after which you can no longer stack it. And I think that this means that in 2028, something like that, they have the option to say, right, we're getting rid of Game Pass if things don't work out. Because I was thinking long term, how do they extricate themselves from this thing of, well, we'd like to end Game Pass, but there are all these people out there who have stacked it. And they want their money back somehow for the money that they spent on this thing that's into the future, for multiple years into the future, where we don't want to provide the service to them anymore. We want to turn the servers off. So what do you do? How do you stop Game Pass? I mean, it's one thing saying we don't make Xboxes anymore, right? You can see that's happen. Like people think there's going to be one in 2026. There'll be like an Elite or something. There's something beyond what there is now in terms of performance. I'm not talking about the digital one and the one with the dandruff all over it. Not those models. Those are just regular models, right? I'm saying that something like equivalent to the PS5 Pro. So if they were to come out with something like that, I would be wrong in my prediction that they're not doing anything extra. And I'm also prepared to say I don't think there'll be a handheld. I don't think there's going to be any new hardware out of them. I mean, the Fire Stick was supposed to be Keystone, and that ended up not being a thing. They made the prototype, but they never went off and delivered on Keystone. That dongle didn't come out. They said, no, we'll just have a relationship with Amazon, who were their rival. They were all fighting them over Luna not that long ago. Yeah, so it's very bizarre. And it points to them getting rid of Game Pass and the Xbox console in the not too distant future. There you are. That's all I wanted to say.
That's crazy.
And I've had no one to discuss this with for 24 hours, and I've been stewing.
I know. We were gonna go live. We were gonna go live on Tuesday with a normal news and updates, but it wasn't enough news. And then 20 minutes after I canceled the stream, this news broke through.
It's been painful because I've like they've not been a round table, and I missed out on the No Cut podcast, and all on there, and I kind of plotted my copybook on there because I got cross with someone for calling me crazy. And I started swearing at them. They got me in my feelings, which is silly of me. I should have been able to take it because they didn't mean it the way I took it, but I took it the wrong way. Oh God, I got angry.
Explain. Explain.
Well, explain why I got so angry.
Yeah.
It was a time I've been properly crazy, and locked up, as you know, multiple times. But this was a time where I didn't think I was acting irrationally. I thought I was acting very rationally. So what happened is I bought this computer, this Sony laptop, in 1998, and I got it with a loan from my father and had to pay him back.
Okay.
And it didn't work. It was broken. And every time you swapped something out of the USB socket, it would go blue screen of death. Right? And then I would go on to Sony and say, well, what can I do about it? And they said, well, you've got to reinstall the operating system. And I ended up doing it 32 times. And then I got them to take it back for repair. And I told them what the fault was, and they didn't repair it, and they sent it back to me saying there's nothing wrong with it. I sent it back to them again, and then they said, well, we can't find anything wrong with it. I said, look, you got my note, haven't you, about the fault? And they said, no, we didn't pass it on to the engineer, and we're going to charge you 90 quid to send it back, which they never said that they would make a fee for sending it back. They was like, you're wasting our time. So I said, keep it. Right, and then they were like, oh, maybe you're serious about actually there being something wrong with it, right? And it was a real pain in the neck because I didn't have a working computer and I couldn't afford to replace it with another one. And my father insisted on me paying him back, which is, I mean, fair enough, right? So I was paying him quite a lot of money for like a whole other year. And it's only after that that I could kind of start saving up for a replacement. And that's when I got onto Macintosh. And it was like, that's it. I'm done with everything Sony. I'm never buying another Sony laptop. And I'm not getting the PS2 or the PS3. I am boycotting them. And it's when I said that this guy said I'm crazy. And I thought, well, you know, I mean, you could say it's a different division of the company, it's different people. You shouldn't blame the console people for what they did in the PC space, right? But I thought that was a rational decision. It's like, if you're going to be fucked over that hard, you just want to boycott them, right? And if you say that's your reason, I think that's rational. But he was like making out, no, you've got to be a fanboy to Sony no matter what. And so we got into this whole set to about, you know, under what circumstances would he have to be treated by Sony for him to react the same way as I reacted, you know? And it seemed as if there's nothing they could do wrong for him to give up on them. I just thought, you know. But I got very, very angry with him. And then Sick Humor ended the podcast because it's like getting out of their hand. I've not been back since.
When was this?
This would be while you're on holiday. So this would be, I don't know, maybe a month ago now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's bad. I kind of felt really bad about it afterwards.
I think you said something loosely about
I kind of was trying to apologise to Sick about it, but I don't know. Next time I'm on the round table and he's there, I'll apologise to him about it, but I don't think he's going to have me back on again.
Oh, wow. Damn, that's that bad. Shit.
Yeah. I was swearing up a storm. This side of me came out. It's like Dr.
Hey, bro, it happens, bro. It happens to all of us.
I know. But it was like, it was a hit a nerve. Calling me crazy in the one time in my life I thought I was being rational. I thought, like, I've spent so much of my life thinking, yes, I'm crazy. That's fine. You can call me that. I'm not offended. Because I really am. And then you pick the one time I thought, no, this is me making a rational decision. And then someone has a go on me like that. It's like an existential threat to my psyche for someone to say, no, even when you thought you were sane, you were insane. Do you see why that's so offensive?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like completely like pulling the rug out from under you. So that's what got me right unhinged. Anyway, enough about that.
Well, I remember us talking about this quite a bit, and I think somebody on our panel may have thought that this wasn't possible. I'm trying to remember who it was, though. I remember talking about they're going to up the price of Game Pass, and either it was somebody on our panel, somebody in the chat, or somebody we talked to, and they were like, there's no way they're going to increase the price of Game Pass before Call of Duty.
I was the one who said that they would do it the month of Call of Duty. So it would be like November, and they'd sneak it up in November, just when it was like, oh, well, I'm definitely going to have it for Call of Duty. And then after signing up for that, it would be, you know, they'd get 3 months of Game Pass to play Call of Duty in, and then they'd forget that they'd got it, and they'd be back in the system. You know what I mean? But if you do it in September, I mean, in a way, it's canny of them to do it in September, because if you get a 3-month card, like you get from Amazon, you get September, October, November. Yeah? So all they have to do is get something worth having in September as a game through Game Pass, which could be, I don't know when things are coming out. What they got that's coming out in September? Do we know? Would it be Indiana Jones, or would it be Avowed? Or I'm thinking they've got something. it's not just nothing until Call of Duty Black Ops 6, is it? Do you know what they got in September? Because the thing is that
I'm trying to think. It's not Avowed. It's not Call of Duty. It's not Avowed. It's not Indiana Jones. I don't think they have anything. Flight Simulator is sometime somewhere.
Yeah. Some of these things
is it this month or is it next month? I don't know, but Flight Simulator is coming up too.
Yeah.
I think it's Flight. Flight Simulator is the only game that I know is coming out next, but I don't think it's gonna have the desired effect that they think. I mean, they'll brag about it, they'll talk about it, but I don't think it's gonna move the needle.
Well, they've made it less of a simulator and more gamified, haven't they? Because it's got all these different mission type things and different activities. So I
still think it's gonna be costing a lot of money on that game because of the microtransactions for the planes and shit.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, really. Yeah, I'm surprised it's not DLC. I was really surprised that it wasn't just DLC. I was trying to think what is the periodicity, the interval between the games they release, because when they say, "Oh, we have this slate of games," okay, yeah, but how often do they come out? Is it like one every 3 months, or one every 2 months, or every month? You know, I mean, in a way, they only need to release one AAA or what they would consider AAA game every 3 months to make sure that people who are thinking, well, I only need to get my 3-month card to subscribe to Xbox Live, to Game Pass for the next 3 months to play it now, and then I don't need it again for the rest of the year. And then 3 months go by, and then they go, oh no, Hellblade's coming out. And it's like, if only Hellblade could come out a few weeks earlier, I could have played it within that 3-month period. But now it's expiring, right? So now you have to renew for another 3 months to get the next thing, you see. So that's the way that I think they like to do it, is they like to tempt you. It's the same with Amazon, because I've terminated my subscription to Amazon, but it doesn't end yet, right? It ends soon. And then I've heard that in August they're doing the Batman animated series, and I'm thinking, see, now I want to be part of Amazon again to watch that.
Yeah, you get mad. You can't not be a part of Amazon. For me, because I buy from Amazon so much. So it's like, I'm good. I'm not. If it's one subscription, I'm not getting rid of it. It's Amazon.
Yeah, I think I'm going to resubscribe. I thought I could save a bit of money, and I've just started watching Person of Interest again, which is really good. And I'm just thinking, like, this is silly. Spend the money. Because I've got, like, 4 seasons of Person of Interest, 26 episodes each, and I can't get through it all in a month. I'm watching 4 of them a day, and I still can't get through them all. So no, that's not going to happen. So I'm just going to have to be normal about it. And some people have got Hulu and HBO Max and Disney Channel and all of these things. And it has so many subscriptions, it's insane.
Yeah, no.
But it was that way in America under the cable system, wasn't it? When people bought cable packages, only they would get a cable provider and they'd say, well, we put you the Weather Channel and, NFL football or whatever. And it's like, but I don't want ESPN. I don't want all this stuff. I just want, the news and Hallmark. And can't I just have the things I want? And it's like, no, it comes in a bundle. So there was like a totally different kind of model of selling you stuff where you got things you didn't want, but you were paying for them anyway. So I don't know what the answer is. I mean, I did look at Paramount to see what was on there because they were pushing the Paramount channel. And I thought, well, it's got all the Star Treks, and I like Star Trek. But then you look at all the other stuff on there, it's terrible. The other things that are inside the Paramount channel is the worst dross imaginable. It's so bad. What else is on there? So yeah. But I think it's a. You said don't talk about anything else other than the topic. But the point is that
I mean, it's our major. You know, I know some people. Yeah, it's a major topic.
It's related to Game Pass because it's all to do with subscriptions and how they kind of capture you and keep you renewing and auto-renew. And oh, you've forgotten that you're on this thing, and it's taking it out of your bank account, but you don't even watch it anymore.
Mm.
You know, so. Faker Mephisto on his show was saying, I always terminate my Game Pass every month. So I renew it for a month and then I terminate it because I don't want them taking money out of my bank account that I haven't made sure that I've approved of. Because if they do and he hasn't got the money, then he doesn't eat. Right? That's how tight things are for him. That's crazy. He said on his show that he was prepared to pay it even if it went up to 30 Canadian dollars.
What?
So that would mean it would be like $25 US, something like that. No, because he had to pay more tax because of Justin Trudeau being what's his name? That was going to be a good joke. My timing's gone completely now.
That's all right.
Well, the guy who the dictator of Cuba that had exploding
Fidel
cigars.
Castro.
Everyone thinks he's Fidel Castro's son.
Whoa! Oh yeah, I've heard about that. I've heard about that.
So what do you? Let's get back on the topics of Game
Pass. Well, I mean, what happens now? Like, Game Pass has never been a success. We all know this. But now it's definitely never going to be a success. Ever. It's never going to have a chance of a success after this price increase because they will just continuously increase the price based on the value that continues to go into Game Pass, which means every Call of Duty that goes into Game Pass will increase the value of the service, and then they're going to have to increase
if they,
more.
What we would expect is for them to hemorrhage players, subscribers, right? If you put the price up of something past the pain point, even what is looking like a global recession right now, then they're going to look at this and say, here's something that's a luxury that I can't afford. And they either will scale back to the Game Pass core, which is quite possible what they'll do. And so they're not paying for Game Pass Ultimate, which means they're not getting the 20 quid, or the $20, or they give it up completely. Because if some of them are playing, what I was saying in like a tweet or something, or I was writing this somewhere, and I was saying how many people only have, their Xbox for Fortnite. Because like sometimes they go in the shop and it'll be like in a box with Fortnite on the box, and you get the two together. Or it'll be like Minecraft, and it's just like buy this and it comes with Minecraft. Simple, right? And now they're looking at it and thinking, well, if I'm going to have to pay for this, would it not be cheaper to do it another way? And they might say, well, I don't know that I really need my Xbox Series S. I'll get an old second-hand PlayStation 4 Pro and I'll play Minecraft on that. You know, I mean, a lot of these games have got cross-play. So the whole thing about, oh, well, you miss playing with your friends on your friends list. How are you going to organise any fun with them? Well, you're probably going to be able to find them, I think. Be a little bit more hassle, but It won't mean that you just, you're playing Call of Duty Warzone on a PlayStation, you can no longer find your friends to play. No, it's not going to be a problem. So that's something that Phil Spencer championed, right? All those years ago, he's saying, well, let's have crossplay. And Sony were against it and eventually came around to it, and we ended up getting it, right? So I play Warzone, well, I play Call of Duty against people on Xbox and PC. I have a completely open lobby. So that's something that Phil's done, and that means I get lots of people to play against. Now, the downside of that is that you don't keep people on your system anymore. You no longer have the ecosystem, because people can then say, oh, I'll completely shift my platform to a different platform and keep all the people I play with. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So that's idiocy. Now, Nintendo don't do that. Nintendo don't have, Yoshi's Island or Super Smash Brothers, and it's like, oh, it also works on PC and PlayStation and Xbox. No, you have to have a Switch.
That shit about to be crazy, bro.
A couple of years ago, I think it was a couple of years ago, everyone was saying they should make Mario on mobile phones. They would clean up. And they were nagging at Nintendo saying, put their games on mobile phones, put them on mobile phones, put them on mobile phones. And eventually Nintendo did. And they made one game, Mario Run. And they never went and did it again. So I don't know quite why they didn't do it more, but I think it was like they tried selling the game for like really quite a small amount of money. It was like $10 or something. It wasn't that much. And people were like, oh, I don't want to have to pay actual money for a game on a mobile phone. I'll get it for free if there was like microtransactions, but I'm not paying for like, no. It's just not in their mindset to do that and actually pay for games. Nintendo were like, no, you've got to pay us up front for the game, but we're going to make it as cheap as we can, right? And it wasn't cheap enough. So they didn't do it anymore. And I think Nintendo doesn't want to do microtransactions. And I'm not aware of them having microtransactions in their games. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure they've avoided it, haven't they? I mean, the only way you can say, well, they sort of do it with Amiibo, don't they? Because you collect these toys and you can have more than one, and then you stick them on the side of your console and it unlocks features. So in a way, it's kind of like DLC, isn't it? If you think about it. But I mean, they are a toy company and they're selling toys that are collectible. So I don't know that the Amiibo particularly make it so that it helps with the advancement and progress through the game in a way that changes game balance in multiplayer. I don't think that you're playing Super Smash Brothers. I could be wrong, but I don't think you're playing it and it's like it gives you a great advantage to use an Amiibo with it. It might mean that you get Link to play as or something like that when you put Link with the console, but it's just another character and they're all fairly balanced against each other in a Super Smash Brothers. So they think it through. It's not like the worst offender I felt was Halo 5, where you go off and you buy rec packs, and then with real money, and then you go off and then spawn a tank and drive around shooting people with a tank. And it's just like, well, that's completely upset the balance of the game. You know, you can just spam munitions and weaponry onto the battlefield as much
What's
as you
going
like.
on, Verge? What's going on, man?
So it's like richest side wins, you know. I don't think it's very good. But I think we're past the point of the demise of Xbox in all respects. I mean, it could be that they have something in mind to do with Africa and China. And they're like positioning themselves, saying, well, if we can pivot towards mobile and the cloud, we might be able to do something there. Now, the cost of games are going to have to drop completely to the point where they do everything through free to play. And then they will monetize off the microtransactions because they would get a bit of royalties off, like selling a skin in Minecraft. So they put the games out to Africa. People have got actually very good internet there, and then they go off and they're using their phone to play Minecraft, and then they might scrape together the money for the skin, and it adds up because there's so many people playing, and they actually make a bit of money, and they haven't got to risk a lot in terms of like, oh, let's make a Hellblade, let's make something else which people over there might not be interested in, because they've just got these big monolithic franchises like, you know, like Minecraft, that they can just monetize. And in a way, the way forward for Microsoft is to stop making software. I mean, everyone criticizes them for saying you don't have any games. Well, they kind of do. They've acquired them. You know, they bought Mojang, so they've got Minecraft. And they just need to keep it going forever and monetize it. Right? So, I mean, if they could have done that with Forza, and they could just say, right, when Forza 5 came out on the Xbox One, they never did Forza 6 or 7 or anything else. And it was just somewhere where you could buy cars and upgrade them and race them, and then they'd add in more tracks to enrich the experience. Then that would have been a nice little ongoing games as a service for them. And they should have made everything like that. They should have done Microsoft Flight Simulator like that. So this new one they're trying to sell this year, that's 2022, that should have been DLC. Everything should be games as a service. You know, if they like have Gears of War, rather than having Gears of War 1, 2, and 3, they should be like episodic games. So there should just be Gears of War, and then there'd be like Chapter 1. And then if you want Chapter 2, you have to pay for the DLC. Right? So, there's a way of them doing it.
Are we watching the death of the Xbox? We've been watching the death of the Xbox. Let's be real.
Yeah.
We've been watching the death of the Xbox for a very, very, very long
We shouldn't be expecting them to be like the others. You know, Nintendo do their own thing. They're more into the toys and the mascots. PlayStation are into the action adventures, which are like complete stories, a beginning, middle, and end, third person, that sort of thing. And then Xbox doesn't really have much of an identity. And it could have been games as a service, kind of right down in that focus, and then doing more with microtransactions. And it wouldn't have been for everyone at all. But I suppose what you do is you lower the initial cost of entry to the game, It's not $60 or $70, and then you make up the money through selling things to make the game better, like more cars or whatever else that you add on to it, horse armor, and people feel, oh, I'm prepared to buy this and that and the other. Like you were in the First Descendant the other day, and you bought some things.
$70 worth. I've spent $70 on that game already.
Oh really?
Yeah,
well,
it got pretty bad the other day, bro.
Be careful, because the thing is that I've looked into it, and it's like, oh my god, the amount of money that you can spend on that.
I know.
Is ridiculous.
I know. Yeah, I know. And it's a lot of fan service and stuff, and it's more about me getting my character to have the right colors, and I'm not even sure the colors I brought, if I can use those on other outfits, or are they just specifically colors unlocked for that outfit.
Yeah.
True, what he was gonna tell me something about that. What?
It's only for that. It's only for that outfit.
Oh, that is fucking bullshit.
But it's only for that outfit.
What is the situation with Zenith Zone Zero? Is that as bad?
No.
But that's got microtransactions, isn't it?
I believe so, but I didn't run into anything yet, and I haven't played it long enough.
Okay.
So I mean, I do want to go back, dive into it. It's just life, a lot of.
I could have played that this afternoon, and I'll try out this UFO game.
But yeah, it has. I'm looking at the microtransactions. It has a shitload of them. It's just it's just not. I don't know what I'm gonna be like. What they're used for. I don't know like what the outfits are, or any of that stuff. I just don't know.
No, I was playing this game where you pilot a UFO, and I was like, "Well, this will get good in a minute," and it was like 2 hours went by, and it didn't. It was terrible. It's probably the worst game I've ever played in my life. So it paused, it like hitched, and it had screen tearing, and then green bars went across the screen. And, the usual. No excuse for it to be as bad as it was. So that got deleted.
Yeah, I'm gonna get back on Zenless. But as far as Zenless, when it comes to the gameplay, it's so satisfying. But First Descendant has satisfying gameplay as well. So both games, gunplay, art style, graphics are really good. Voice acting, pretty damn good. It's like I said. I told Truity I would rather buy these games than get them for free and then spend $70 in like a fucking day or so. Like I would rather just buy the game. Let me buy it for $70 and just enjoy it for as long as I want.
Well, they wouldn't be making more money off you then, would they? Because you would have paid the money. So by giving it to you for free, you've now given them the $70, and you might still spend more on more outfits.
But you could have either sold us the entire game, and just
Yeah, but they wouldn't make it.
Out.
They're looking to make 120 off everyone who buys it.
Yeah, that's not always a guarantee. Like people might you may put all this money to it, and people might just say, "Well, you don't want to spend it."
Someone like me, I might play it and not spend a penny on it, because it's entirely possible to do that. I could look at it and say, "I don't need to buy a different costume." Now they've made nothing of me. I'm costing them money because they're having to run their server to support my game, and they're like, "Damn it, when's he going to spend some money on us?" You know, I'm a nuisance. I think Halo Infinite does something weird with coatings, doesn't it? So you have to buy a paint for your armor, and they charge you for the paint, and the paint's different amounts of money. And isn't it the case that blue is more expensive? It's something.
I believe it's something to that effect. I'm not 100% sure on that.
There was some game.
It's some game like that.
It was like a royal blue, and the royal blue was like, why is royal blue so much money compared to everything else? But then you think about it, and you think, well, in the old Halos, you could pick what other colours you wanted, and it was all free.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
exactly.
Just set your colours, and it was like, didn't have to pay for it.
I mean, again, it's a nickel and diming. It's gotten. I feel like microtransactions is like the worst that gaming has ever gotten right now, because so many devs say, "Well, we do have a great product, but we're just gonna do free to play because we know we can get more money out of you in a quicker amount of time." And you're fucking right. You say your game is $70, it scares people away. You say it's free to play, but have the option of microtransactions. They end up spending $70, and they're not scared to spend more.
Well, when I was talking about Xbox and how they could have done that more, I should qualify that, right? Because the way they did it originally on the Xbox One, they did it all wrong, and they alienated their fans by nickel and diming, right? And so there's ways of doing it and ways of doing it. So if you compare Forza 5 to Drive Club, in Drive Club, I would spend money on cars, and the cars were like £4, so they'd be like $5, and you know the car you wanted, and then you buy it, and then it would be yours to drive, and that'd be the end of it, right? On Forza, you would have to buy a bundle of car tokens, then you'd then buy a car pack, which would be have a set of cars in it, and you might only want one of those. So you're buying other cars that you don't want to get the car that you do want. That would cost a lot of money. Then you'd have the car tokens, and the reason for that is that you want to be able to unlock, without having to do lots and lots of races, the ability to buy parts to upgrade your car, right? And then have it so you can do things to it in the garage, and then get the performance index up. So there wasn't any of that tuning to do in Drive Club. Everything was like already set, and you didn't get to take things to the garage and mess around with them. But in Forza, they were like, oh, well, you can.
What the hell? What happened?
Car tokens.
Competitor, you just lost connection for 85 seconds. What happened?
Well, okay, I don't know. But,
okay, continue.
I think you left the Discord, not me.
Fucking Discord fucking up, because I didn't fucking leave.
Anyway, the thing is that it turned 10, don't want me rubbishing them, probably. But what it was is that you wanted one car into Drive Club, you paid for it, and it was yours, and that's the end of it. And then if you wanted a car in Forza Motorsport 5, is this whole involved thing where there's like a car pack which had multiple cars in it, and only maybe one of them you wanted, so you're paying more than you wanted. And then I don't think, did you buy those? You had car tokens, but the car tokens were for unlocking the car to then take to the garage. Yeah? Because you couldn't just straight up upgrade it. And then those were set to be certain ways so that for any given car, you needed a certain number of car tokens to unlock it for upgrading. And it was never the right amount. So the car tokens were always more than you needed. And they worked it out mathematically, so it's like you had a surplus. And so you're looking at the surplus having bought the stuff you've gone and got, and you're thinking, oh, well, if I buy another pack of tokens, a smaller pack, and add it to what I've got, then maybe I could buy something else with that, and that would make use of the money. Otherwise, the money's going to waste, because it's not money I can get back. I've turned it into kind of funny money. It's not fungible anymore, right? And then what would happen is you do that, and it would happen again, because it would be like there'd be a bit left over from that as well. So one weekend when they had a sale, because they got criticised for having one car that was a Lotus racing car that was £30, which is ever such a lot of money for like one car in a video game.
And you're talking about Forza?
Forza, and it's 30, right? And I just thought, well, I won't be wanting that, but that is scandalously expensive. And they got criticised, and they said, we'll have a sale, everything will be half price. So I thought, now's my opportunity to buy things, and I spent £180 on microtransactions in the one weekend. And I worked out mathematically how many car tokens I wanted, how many car packs I needed, and got it exactly right, so that I had like hardly anything spare as a remainder after I did all the transactions. And I got all that I wanted. Now, when it got to the next game, none of my cars carried forward. And it was like, oh, Forza 6, well, we want you to buy the same cars again and unlock them all again with car tokens again.
That's fucking crazy.
So it's just like, you got to be, what? Now, I looked into Gran Turismo, I think it was called A-Spec, whatever the name of the game, one that was on the PS3. It had microtransactions, and you could buy cars in that. And they would work on Gran Turismo, on the next one, which was on the PS4. So it was cross-generational, and it carried forward. Now, these models were from the PS3, and you could tell. And you had no cockpit view, I think, because they didn't bother to model a cockpit view in the PS3 game, right? But it was like, okay, you don't get certain camera perspectives, and it's like, but it still has the simulation physics and the sounds. It's all, compatible with the game. They made it so, Polyphony made it so the game, things that you'd invested in the previous game, you could still use in the next game that they did, even though it was on the new console.
Okay.
Like, they didn't have to do that. I wouldn't expect them to do that. But the same game, the sequel to the game on the same console, it didn't carry forward your stuff that you paid for. And if they'd let me have my stuff in the next, sequel, I would have bought more cars, honestly. But when they didn't let me do that, I was like, well, I'm done with Forza. It upset me a lot, because I just thought I'd been taken advantage of here.
Well, I mean, sadly, that is the case.
I know that's an involved description, but that is like, it's so complicated that is the difference between the involvement of how it is to buy things with a bad games as a service system on Microsoft to how it is on Sony with DriveCar. Here's a car, how much is it? Buy it, it's yours. And it's not like, oh, other cars as well, and car tokens that you can't get back the money from or anything. There's none of that in it at all. It's much simpler. Now, I think the worst offender of all was actually Tomb Raider. And Tomb Raider was astonished me, because in a lot of games there is something where you have custom games, right? And you go into the custom games and you say, I want to make it a certain way, and you tune the game parameters in order to give you certain challenge. Well, you didn't get that in Tomb Raider. What would happen is you get expedition packs, which you'd buy as a microtransaction, and that would give you a custom game. And it'd be all it would be a profile for a custom game that was tuned a particular way, and you'd pay for it. And I just thought, but that used to be free. That used to be something that would just be part of the options. It's like having a microtransaction to turn sound down. Or like pay $1 to have invert look on the camera, you know?
Maximum.
But what I noticed around this time, because I had all the Xbox One for a long time, is that every game out of Microsoft had this microtransaction thing in it, but they were all different. They weren't unified at all in how they approached it. And I thought, I think they're trying to work out what will go over well with the consumer. And once they get the one that sticks, they'll keep doing it that way. And that's why they keep changing how it is that they do their microtransactions. They're not consistent at all. It's like they're working for the perfect recipe.
The perfect what?
Perfect recipe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, you know, there's ways of doing it and ways of doing it. And if you do it the right way, people are perfectly happy. But they were like getting it wrong all the time. And they were different all the time. You know, Halo 5 rec packs were completely different from everything else. And, you know. So I'm actually, despite saying all that, I'm actually an advocate for microtransactions, but it has to be done the right way. And if you have something like what you could consider like, okay, it's a DLC, but you're only paying a small amount of money for the DLC. So you're paying like $4 for one car in a racing game. And when you pay that, that's it, it's yours. It's added to the game. That's technically a microtransaction. You're paying for DLC, but it's like piecemeal. And, you know, it enhances the game. Now you can say, well, why can't they have all the cars in it all at once, day one? But then by having it as a system, they can add in more cars later. So they've got a way to get them to you, yeah?
Yeah.
So, and I played a hell of a lot of Drive Club. And I didn't mind buying a few cars along the way, you know? But the comparison, like, if you take something like Microsoft Flight Simulator, you would compare that to, say, a model railway. And people keen on model railways, they'll build all the track, and they'll go off and they'll buy an engine, a little electric engine, right? And then they'll get carriages, and they'll say, I can only afford 2 to begin with. But then they might decide, oh, I'd like to do the Orient Express, which means they've got to get, like, you know, Pullman carriages, and they're like, it's more money, and it's like, it's going to be so many carriages to be the whole train, and it's like, they've got to save up for it, and they buy each one at a time, you know? And that's how you go about your hobby. You're like, can I afford to buy a carriage this week? No, I have to wait till next week because I've, you know, got to do something for the car or something, or the garden or whatever. And eventually you get the Orient Express, and it's, you know, and you see it going around in a loop, and you feel happy because that's what you had as your life goal for whatever reason, you know. And same goes with, you know, other things where it's like buy this plane, buy that plane, you know, buy a helicopter in Flight Simulator. It's all, you know, collecting things that you think you want. It's all digital. Same goes for Star Citizen and all the ships in that. People are paying ridiculous amounts of money. I thought it was the most that you could spend was $27,000. Okay, I'm not kidding, right? Turns out, no, that's not how the maximum. What happens is once you spend that much, they open up another store that only people who are whales can see, and it has even more expensive stuff in it. So they don't want to frighten people away by saying, "Oh yeah, to get into the game properly, you need to have, you know, $50,000."
That's wild, bro.
Yeah, it's kind of that amount of money. But you can't get there initially. You have to buy stuff to then get invited in to like the Admiral's Lounge or whatever it's called, and then you get into that, and then it's like, oh, by the way, we've got all this other stuff we can sell. The game.
I mean, that's the whole game of this whole thing. It's like a big Ponzi ass scheme, man. Like it's
Well,
like I love gaming, but it's some of that type of stuff. I just don't understand why that's even in gaming.
I was on the fence
other than making money, obviously.
I thought I was on the fence about it, and I thought, well, is it a scam? I don't know. And then I saw how much. I mean, they have 3 studios or more. Someone said they had more than 3 studios, and they were employing a lot of people. And I could see the money was being spent, but it's also a lot of inefficiencies in the way they're going about doing things. So they make stuff and they throw it away a lot. So it doesn't need to be. They spent, I think it's something of the order of $500 million on the game at this point. Okay, it's getting on for 10 years that they've been raising money for it, and it's $500 million that's gone into the game. And you're just thinking, why? Because it's only just spaceships flying around. It's hardly expensive to do. And the thing I thought would be, well, I don't think it's possible to program this, so it's probably going to run into a brick wall of being technically impossible. Because what I know about programming, I was looking at this thing that they wanted to do, and it's just like, I don't think you can do it. I just think it's impossible. And you know the thing in Starfield where you can kind of pick up an object and take it somewhere and drop it? They've got that, but it's multiplayer. Making it multiplayer is incredibly difficult. And it's called something like server-side meshing. And it's just like, I was thinking, well, this can't work. I would not know how to begin to start programming this. And they've actually done it. And it was like 2 years of them prototyping it and showing abortive, you know, things of like, well, this is where we're going with it, and it looks like it's not working, and it's crashing and everything. And they're now saying, look, and it's like, it works perfectly. And I was just like, oh, you've actually, like, that was the hardest thing. That is the hardest thing to do in Star Citizen. The rest of it pales into insignificance by comparison in terms of difficulty.
I'm so lost. What were you talking about, man?
The ability to be able to, like, I travel to a planet, I drop a paper cup, like litter, on the planet, leave, you travel there and pick it up, and it keeps track of the cup.
Oh, damn.
Right? Yeah. That is not in any other game that exists in the world.
They don't even need to do all that. But, yeah,
well,
I understand.
It's not necessary, is it? It's not a feature you need.
It's not.
I mean, I think it's possible in World of Warcraft to be on a server and then have something in your inventory and gift it to someone else, and it goes from inventory to inventory. But I don't think you can drop it. I might be wrong about that. I don't think you can drop it and walk away and then, you know, because things will despawn. Keeping track of every object and where it gets moved, having them pile up in piles and have physics, all of that, having them float around in space in 0G, all of that is just like mind-bogglingly difficult. And they do this with every single object, and there are a huge number of objects. But if they like their party trick. So their first party trick was to say, we're going to make it so you can land on a planet, you're in space and you fly down, and you can see it continuously go through the atmosphere, and then you land on the planet at any point on the planet. And when people did that, they were like, oh my God, how did you do that? Because it's just like no other game could do it as well. I mean, No Man's Sky was trying, but it was like, no, Star Citizen is like king of that. And then this new thing with the object persistence thing, they do that absolutely perfectly. They want to work on something to do with economy. That needs a little bit of work, but not much. And they want to polish up the game. They say it's finished now, and they want another, I think, 6 months to finish it with polish. And then they're going to release it. So it could be possibly this year that it comes out. The thing is, when they talk about it and they sort of show it being played, it's not at all engaging. This is the thing. It's like, where's the gameplay? I mean, Starfield is actually more engaging. And I'm saying that knowing that, you know, I hate Starfield and it's 4 out of 10. So in terms of gameplay, Star Citizen's like 2 out of 10. Now they're going to be putting in, well, they had said that they've got a campaign. They've got Gillian Anderson and Gary Oldman and Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
In
Do you think this is coming out before we all die? This game?
Yeah, it's coming out really quite soon. It's either Christmas or...
You are still going to get started.
No, I think it'll be here by March.
Okay. Sure.
Right.
Okay, we'll see.
Bro, this thing has been in development.
This shit look like it's just gonna stay in early access forever, and I've seen games do that, or it's stay in beta format forever. It's definitely possible it can do that. It can definitely stay in the same shape for as long as the PC people that are still on there continue to spend money.
Well, yeah, that's true. They're not helping themselves by asking for new features and stuff, and then they say, "Oh yeah, we can add that too." But the thing is that they're committed to release it. They say they're at the polish phase, so they're saying it's feature complete for the release. And then there was like an asterisk, and they were saying, "Oh yeah, but we will be adding to it in the future." Because at the moment, they've got concept art for the aliens, but you don't actually encounter any aliens. So you fight them while they're in their spaceships, but they never come out of their spaceships because they haven't got around to that yet. So that means that eventually they're going to have to make aliens that like walk around and you can fight and stuff like that. And they're not doing it.
And you believe this is coming up soon?
So that is like after they've done releasing the campaign and they have the persistent universe that will come out with that, and people will be able to fly around and be Star Citizens, and then also be able to fight the alien threat, but they won't be able to see the aliens themselves. Eventually, at some point in the future, years ahead, they will come out with the aliens themselves. Now, at the moment, they've only got, what is it? I think it's 10 planets. That's it. And you're thinking, how many? because Nanosky has got 18 quintillion. It's like, okay. And then you got Starfield, and it's got like about 1,000, 1,600, something like that.
They say
But
about they say about some bucks.
10 is
They
very
say
many. You're thinking, how much is that per planet? If they've raised $500 million, how much is that per planet? It's $50 million a planet. Crazy. I know we don't cover a lot of PC stuff on here, but it's like the only significant game on PC, really. So, anyway, we have covered it now. You know, it's like anyone who complains and says, JTech's never talked about Star System, why doesn't he talk about Star System?
I've talked about it and covered it. No, I've covered it multiple times. I've never really said anything negative. It's just like
I don't think it's
these guys like when it comes to them, like I will say I will say when it comes to them, it's definitely something different. Yeah, when it comes to them. Let me see.
Well, let's hope they're all happy with it, you know?
Yeah, no.
And they're all worth all the money that is spent on it.
There we go.
Jay.
Yeah.
I swear, I swear, I rewatched episode 11. I'm looking at it. I'm like, of freaking IG number 8, bro. I believe episode 12 is still going to be left on a cliffhanger because you still ain't find the freaking number 9 yet. You ain't fully find the nigga yet. I believe that's gonna be left on the cliffhanger until season 2.
Oh, I'm trying to think who it was. I don't think who it was. I was in the chat as side scrollers, and I said something because they were talking about Star Citizen, and the guy who was on the panel was making out he knew something about it, and he didn't. He really didn't. And yeah. Oh, this is the guy. But who is he?
I don't know. We about to get up out of here though.
Yeah. Oh, he was swearing at me like crazy.
Oh shit.
Okay. So it was Razor Fist. I triggered
that
him.
That name
right?
sounds so fucking familiar.
Yeah. He's all sort of mirror glasses and kind of goth and death metal type person. Very offensive person.
Why was Warlock blocked? Why was Warlock blocked?
I don't know.
Did he what happened? I went up in the chat and I saw he was blocked. I don't understand why he was blocked.
I called him a coward and he got so triggered.
Okay. Marlin Gaming Nation is actually blaming Sony for the reason why Microsoft lost. You know what? Marlon is exactly what I said. Marlon is not a real PlayStation gamer. He's probably an Xbox 360 refugee that, for popularity reasons, adopted PlayStation so he could get a lot of views and subscribers on his YouTube channel. Like, let's be real, bro. Like, he's not acting like a real PlayStation gamer at all. We've done. I think we did like a live stream where I did a video on this dude before, and yeah, it's just not. It's just not, no. Mm-mm.
Do you think they're going to get into a spiral where they raise the cost of Game Pass, people then go, I can't pay that, they leave. Microsoft goes, oh cripes, we can't afford to do this for this amount of money. We're going to have to raise the cost of Game Pass. More people leave. Goes around again. They have to hike it again. Yeah. I mean, at what point...
This is the question. When is the next Call of Duty come out?
Well, it's November the 6th or something, isn't it? I don't know.
Okay, so it's November the 6th. Okay, cool.
I can't remember the date exactly, but it's in
so
November.
They're upping it. They're upping Game Pass in September. So
yeah, which I thought was interesting. I thought it would be November, but
so they got September, or let's say a portion of September, all of October, and a portion of November. Like, okay, you grab all of that together, roughly 2 months before Call of Duty comes out. So you do the increase roughly 2 months, or a little under 2 months before Call of Duty comes out. It's pretty fucked up. But I guarantee you they won't ever acknowledge how many people unsubscribe between now and fucking November. They're only gonna talk about like the new people they got on Game Pass next year. But they're not gonna talk about this mass exodus of people that are about to unsubscribe.
It's possible that'll happen, but it's also possible that they'll get people to stack their Game Pass Ultimate just before the last date on which you can do it, which is in September. So, like, in August, people will be messaging each other on Xbox Live saying, now's the time to do it if you haven't done it. Because there might be future price hikes. And if you stack it, you insulate yourself from those future price hikes. But then, they don't necessarily have to enrich the Game Pass library at all, ever again. So they'll get people to buy Game Pass subscriptions for the next 3 years, and then they don't need to add any new games to it. Yeah? That's if you're, like, incredibly cynical. But, you know, why not be? Because we're talking about Microsoft. They could get everyone to jump on board the ship thinking, hey, you know, all these new games are coming out and it's all great slate. And then that is all you ever get from that point on. Because there's no guarantee they're going to keep doing it. It's not in the contract of Game Pass that they add anything else. And just because they put in Black Ops 6 day and date doesn't mean that the next Call of Duty, the next year, they don't charge for. Separate from Game Pass. They could do all manner of things. Because as they lose, let's say they don't hike the price again for the next 3 years. The other option is to make it so that what's in Game Pass in terms of the games is not getting better. they remove games as already at the moment. They'll be in there, and then they'll say, "Oh, well, it isn't in there permanently. It's in there as an offer for you to try before you buy, and after a while, we'll just have to remove it." So they do that already. But then they'll also have something where they'll say, what I think they could do is they could go off and say, "Well, we don't have to add in more day-and-date AAA games. We've done it in the past, but we don't have to keep it up." And so by not enriching the service further, you think, well, people wouldn't renew. Yeah, logically. But what if they've stacked? If they've stacked, they've got them as a captive audience, and they're like, yeah, as inflation increases and they don't want to have to pay to improve things and pay for the development of new games and everything, they just go off and let the whole thing get worse and worse and worse. You know, I mean, I'm sitting next to you and I got these wrappers from Curly Whirly, caramel chocolate sweeties, right? And when I was 7 years old, these were a foot long, and now they're 6 inches long. So they kept them the same price, but they made them shorter and shorter and shorter, and every year they get shorter. So inflation could go one of two ways. It can make the product more expensive, or it can make it smaller. You know, you can take the value out of the service. You can take games out of the service quicker. You can make it so you don't add in new AAA games. There's all sorts of options. That's if they start losing subscribers. It's quite likely they will. But then it might be, it's a psychological trick to announce ahead of time, we're going to make it so you can't renew. And that will then force people to, no, that means you can't stack. And then people go, oh, well, in August I'll stack for 3 years. And that will mean I'll cover to the maximum possible amount of time for my stack. And then they don't necessarily have to improve Game Pass after that point.
Well, we could talk about this all night, but we're not. But we gotta get out of here, bro. We gotta get out of here. But all I'm gonna say, Game Pass, I agree with what one of the things you've been saying. It's gonna continue to rise, but the quality will not improve. Call of Duty is the best you can really do. That's it. That's the best you can do for Game Pass. Like, you're not gonna get any better than that. All these other games they announced and showed off at their showcase, it doesn't really matter. Those games are gonna trickle out. The trailers made and the showcase was very well put together, but 2 months after that fucking showcase, or like not 2 months after the showcase, a little under 2 months after the showcase, and they don't have anything.
Yeah.
And then 2 months after the showcase and 3 months after the showcase, they won't have anything. They're not gonna have anything until November.
No. Well, question chat saying you can only stack for 13 months going forward. I thought they said starting in September, that was the rule.
And when you talk about stacking 13 months, are we talking about the annual subscribe for a year plus, or you gotta like?
When you're saying you could stack, you could mean you could like you have Game Pass and you say I'd like another year on top of my year I've already paid for, or what? No, it wouldn't be a year. It would be like you can't buy a year's worth, can you? You can only have 3 months. But I mean, you can keep buying 3 month cards over and over again and putting them on top of each other until you end up with, you know, the limit. And it used to be the limit is 3 years. And I think it's going to stay that way until September. And then the new rule comes in and they're saying, we can't do it for 3 years after September. We're going to have to put a cap on this. And the cap is 13 months. So that makes it sound like it's only, you know, a year beyond 3 months, something like that. So, or 13 months would be a month and 12 months, wouldn't it? I don't know. There's something about this that's incredibly fishy. He's saying not September. You're saying it's with immediate effect, aren't you? It stopped since July 10th. Oh, right. I was completely wrong in everything I've said. Oh, well, then they're not trying to lock people into 3 years. They're more worried about people having it and stacking it into the future. They want to kill off Game Pass in the future. That's what they're more keen on. I see. If they could have stopped people having it stacked in the past, then they would have done. But they weren't canny enough to have them not stack it. It's actually kind of a huge problem for them that they've got people out there who are going to have Game Pass stacked into the future, paid for at a cheaper rate. Because they'd either like them to pay at a higher rate, or they'd like it to be that they don't have to supply the service at some point in the future when they don't want to do it anymore. And these people will be there waving their Game Pass in their face saying, but we have a contract. And that's awkward. So I don't know.
Wow.
If I was there, I would rue the day I'd ever thought of the word Game Pass.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, well, it's all good. We're up out of here. We will be back tomorrow for the Gamecast featuring Concord. So we're gonna be doing.
Maybe
that.
I can play with you. I don't know. I don't have to play
did you
myself.
have the beta code? I know they gave.
Yeah.
They gave some codes out.
I've downloaded it.
Oh, okay, cool. Now, I saw on Twitter that they were saying that whoever has PlayStation Plus will be able to gain access to the shit this weekend, regardless of them pre-ordering the game. Now, that looked confirmed. That looked like it was confirmed, but we will see going into September. Saturday. We will see, and we will also see what they say tomorrow. So, we're gonna see. As far as Game Pass and Xbox, like it never was gonna be as good as it seemed. Like everybody thought that the situation was like way better than it seemed because they had a good showcase. And now we're finding out the truth. As always, it didn't mean shit. So again, everybody have a great night. I will see you guys tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. to feature the Concord beta. The gameplay, the live stream could be 1 hour, 2 hours, it could be 3 hours. If I don't like that shit, it might be like an hour. If it's good, it might be 2 hours or 3 hours. So we're gonna see, and we're also gonna talk about stuff and everybody's impressions and everything like that. I'm probably gonna play around with it, at least six or so characters, because I already know about 3 that I give a fuck about, and then it'll be like 3 other that I'll try. But Xbox is dead. Xbox has been dying in front of our face for a long time, but the nail in the coffin is them constantly going back on their word about increasing the price of Game Pass, which is something they said. We did not say that they were not going to raise it. They said that they were not going to raise it after the acquisition, and they did it after the acquisition. And not only did they do it after the acquisition, they did it right after they announced that Call of Duty was going to Game Pass. Months before Call of Duty even comes out, they announced that they're going to increase the price of Game Pass. So they've really, when you look at it that way, they really fucked over their fans. Like, truly fucked over their fans. And I'm sorry, but you can't go back on that. Everybody have a great night. I will see you guys tomorrow.